Hey guys, it's Kangela. Welcome to Modern Day Artists. This video is going to focus on how you can take some fun on social media and turn it into a profit. And also I'll be sharing a little bit of my personal journey in social media and how I got to where I am today. A little bit about myself. I am a micro-influencer and content creator based in New Jersey, focusing on fashion, lifestyle, and most importantly, vlogs. Most of my content you can find on Instagram and TikTok. Social media for me actually started when I was 16 years old. I wasn't allowed to have any form of social media until then. You know, it was kind of a strict household, and I'm really glad that I had those rules, you know. When I turned 16, I saw the world of Instagram, seeing so many influencers and seeing so many YouTubers like Bethany Moda, the Dolan twins, which are a huge inspiration for me, and seeing how they were able to really just inspire other people and just really put a smile on people's faces, because at the end of the day, that's the goal. You want to change someone's life and inspire them. When I found out that I can turn my passion into profit, it was actually my freshman year of college. I heard about the Her Campus team. Her Campus has many different branches, from campus trendsetters to college fashionista, Her Campus media, and so much more. At first, I just signed up, you know, just saying that I wanted to be a part of the community. I love fashion, I love lifestyle, I love food, so those were all the awesome things that they had in the program. I then received an email one day saying that I could collaborate with HBO Max and Coca-Cola. And little did I know that that's a way that I can make profit. So I kind of just started taking those collaborations, and it was funny, you know, because I started making this content at home on my own, and my mom even said, you know, Kangela, you really got to keep this going. And, you know, she even hopped in. She was in her Kris Jenner era, and she always has been. You know, she popped in as the momager, making sure that my content was good, making sure that my captions are on point, and making sure that I met my deadlines and that I was the best version of myself I could possibly be throughout this content. One thing I've definitely learned, don't forget where you come from. Do not forget where you come from. And this is something I've always known, but I've learned about it through seeing other content creators and influencers. Unfortunately, you know, we do see a lot of, you know, scenarios where you kind of people get over their heads, and, you know, they kind of forget where they really come from and kind of forget to originate back to their roots. Remember who was there for you when you had nothing, because those are the people that were there for you. Those people that were there for you when you had nothing, they've got you to where you are today. You have to show them that gratitude, which leads me to the second thing I've learned. Gratitude is so incredibly important. I always make sure that if I ever get a paid opportunity, a paid collaboration, I get sent hundreds and hundreds of the same product. And the first thing that I think of is, okay, I need to give my mom one, I need to give my grandparents one, my cousins, my friends, any creatives that I've also worked with in the past. One of my recent collaborations was with Extra Gum. And funny story, I came home to 1,000 packs of gum sitting in front of my doorstep. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is a lot. And the same thing even happened with Victoria's Secret Pink. I received hundreds of, you know, similar products that they had in store, and sometimes even before it was released. So making sure that I always even make like a little goodie bag, or just like give them the product with a little thank you note for all of their love and support. Gratitude is so incredibly important, and it will always come back to you. So, you know, really just making sure that you show how grateful you are. Gosh, that's a great question. Honestly, at this point, all of them are, but the number ones right now, I would have to say, are Instagram and TikTok. When I get paid partnerships or collaborations, they always look for Instagram Reels, in-feed posts, or a TikTok. Those would have to be my top two, for sure. You want to build a great audience? Like I said, be yourself. Do not go out on social media and put on a fake front, because it's like playing a character. Are you gonna play a character 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year? Absolutely not. So if you wanna build a loyal audience, make sure you're yourself. Also, make sure that you are engaging with your audience. I've just reached the point where my audience is now starting to go out to, I guess you could say, completely strangers, because throughout the time it's always been friends and family. But now I've started to reach an audience at my university, as well as my county, my school's county, and so much more. A lot of challenges in social media, that's for sure. And it can go into so many different directions. So I'll narrow it down to 3 of them. One would have to be burnout. Burnout is so common. I think the best way to tackle burnout is to really just do content that you love. Go with your gut feeling. If you really want to do a type of video or a content concept that you really enjoy, that you really like, but you're starting to think to yourself, I don't know if this is the right idea. I don't know if people will like this. Get those out of your mind. Just stick with what you want. Another thing that I think people struggle with is finding a niche and really finding a topic that you want to focus on. Should I focus on food content? Should I focus on fashion content? Should I focus on traveling? I kind of like to be a little bit of a rebel when it comes to social media and doing whatever I desire. If you check out my social medias, I have done food collaborations, I have done travel collaborations, I've done fashion, I have done wellness, I have even done streaming services. I mean, the list goes on. So don't limit yourself. I know niches can be very fun and it kind of helps with your content a little bit, but if you're like me, who is still fairly young and you're still kind of just finding your way around the world and you want to try different things, I would say don't stick to one niche, try a little bit of everything, and always make sure that you're not just picking up brand deals that are, you're just picking it up just to pick it up. Make sure you pick a brand that you actually use and a brand that you actually have fun with and that you've always loved. Don't pick up a brand that you've never heard of before or you've never used just because of the money. So if you're enjoying this episode so far of Modern Day Artists, make sure to subscribe on YouTube, check them out on Instagram, and even TikTok. If you want to check out some of my content, make sure to check me out on Instagram and TikTok, where both of my ads are at Kangela Guerrero. I hope to see some of you loves on there. So you've just finished watching this video and you're kind of asking yourself, how can I get started today? Well, I'm gonna give you guys the tips on what I did when I started first day one. First things first, do your research. There is so much information out there about social media from so many different branches, not just influencing and content creating. So make sure you get on your laptop, get on your phone, any device that you have at home, and do some research. Guys, we don't have just access to libraries anymore. We can open our laptops, go on Google, and search hundreds of millions of things. Second thing to think about, what's your passion? What's your goal? You can't just pick up a phone and say, I'm a model, or I'm a content creator, or I'm an influencer. You have to have some kind of drive and motivation. What really drives you to have this passion to get in front of a camera and tell people, hey, I love this product, or hey, this is how my day is going? You have to have some kind of passion behind it. Third and final advice I have for you to start today is to get out there and find some social media agencies or groups that focus on your type of content. For me personally, I have always worked with Her Campus. Her Campus is my second family. They've always been by my side and have been there throughout my entire social media journey since freshman year of college. So make sure if you want to try some research out there and, check out some of their new content out there, and also see some of their fellow influencers and content creators to see if it can help you get those, social media bugs going and really get you excited to try some new content. Thank you guys so much for tuning into MDA, and thank you to the team at Modern Day Artists for having me. It has been such an honor. If you want to see more videos and content of some of the amazing creatives that come onto this brand new podcast, then you can check out Modern Day Artists on Instagram, TikTok, and of course through all of their other platforms to listen to the podcast. And if you want to stay tuned with my content, make sure to check out at Kangela Guerrero on Instagram and TikTok. And stay tuned. We've got some really, really big opportunities and campaigns coming up.